Daf Yomi, Bava 13b, part 2. For time we have to stop, so we'll pick it up at towards the bottom of the Amud. Last few lines. The word is Ilema de Azke Torah de Mashil de Torah de Shoel. When the Gemara asks, what are the circumstances? Hechi Dami. And then it says Ilema de Azke. If we say that the lender's ox, which was under the watch of the borrower, injured the borrower's ox, and the Brisa is teaching that the lender is liable to pay the borrower, why is this so? Let the lender say to the borrower, if my ox had injured an ox in the world at large, in other words, someone else's ox, you, the borrower, would be required to pay, as you are entrusted with safeguarding it. And now that my ox has injured your ox, should I be required to pay? Rather, the case must be that the borrower's ox injured the lender's ox, and the Brisa is teaching that the borrower is liable to pay. The Gemara asks, according to this interpretation, the Brisa teaches that if the belligerent ox was innocuous, a short time, the borrower is liable to pay only half the damages. But why? Let the lender say to the borrower, by borrowing my ox, you undertook full responsibility for it, such that if my ox had been injured by an ox from the world at large, you would be required to pay me for the entire value of my ox, irrespective of whether the belligerent ox was considered innocuous or forewarned. Now that it is your ox that injured my ox, should you have to pay only half the damages? This interpretation of the Brisa is also difficult. The Gemara explains, Olam de Aski Torah de Mashul Torah de Shol. Actually, really, the cases where the lender's ox injured the borrower's ox, and with what are we dealing here? This is a case where the borrower undertook the responsibility of safeguarding the body of the lender's ox from being injured.